Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and for always stopping by to watch my video. So quickly, in today's video I'll be making the Eforirosoup, which is one of the Yoruba delicacies. I'm not a professional, or just to show you how I cook it. So the ingredients I'll be using are as follows. I have my Kpomo here, neatly washed and cut, and I also have my crayfish, neatly washed. You know it's been handled in the market, so you need to wash it very well when you get home. And then I have my smoked fish. I like using smoked fish in soup because it stays longer. And I have my palm oil or red oil. I have my locust beans, also known as Iru in Yoruba language. I have my paste tomato. I'll be using one of it, and I have my onion, pepper and fruit tomato. So I'll be using some of the onions to season and some of the onions to fry the stew, and of course salt to taste and seasoning cubes. So this is our main leaf. This is called Shoko in Yoruba language. This is the leaf that makes up the Eforirosoup. So guys, these are all the ingredients I'll be using to prepare my delicious soup. So let's get into the first step of cooking. So I have my pot here on gas, and I pour in my Kpomo, and I also pour in my smoked fish. Then make it gently so you don't have to break all your fish. You can see my own is already like broken already. So I'm going to add some onions to it. Yeah, put some onion and also add your pepper, seasoning cubes and all that. I already have blended pepper, so I put it out from the fridge and I'm using it for the seasoning. Add some seasoning cubes, also add some salt to taste. You can see I'm already doing that. And I'll be using 1.5 cup of water to steam this fish. So this water I'll be adding will determine the amount of water that will be in my soup. I don't want to add extra water, so I'm just going to add enough water here to steam my fish. I'll now go ahead and cover it and allow it to cook for some time. So while the fish is being cooked, I'm just going to go ahead and blend my onions, pepper and tomato. I forgot to add my crayfish here, but I later went back to blend it. Don't mind me, it happens at times. So you can see that my ingredients are being blended, my crayfish and all that, they're being blended very well. So let's go back and check our fish. Oh my god, you can see that the fish is already looking so tantalizing. So I just remove the fish and then place water on fire that I'll be using on this leaf. So while the water is on fire, we have to go ahead to cut our leaf. So you can use any vegetable of your choice, but me, I love shoko. It's very nice, like when you use it to cook the soup. So when you're cutting it, you have to cut it big, not tiny like we used to cut other vegetable, because when you put it on hot water or when you cook it, it's still going to shrink. So after cutting this leaf, I'm going to pour that hot water on it. So this is the end product after pouring hot water on it. So let's go into our main cooking now. So I have my pot on fire and I'm just going to go ahead to pour in my red oil. I don't like my red oil to bleach, so while it's still a little bit warmer, I'm going to add my onions to it, as you can see. So when you add these onions, you're just going to allow it to cook for like maybe a minute or few seconds. Allow it to cook a little, then you just go ahead and pour in your paste tomato. So right now I'm putting in my paste tomato because I don't want the onions to die, like really die inside the oil. So I'm just going to put my paste tomato and stir for some time. At this point, I'm going to add my blended ingredient, which is the onions, crayfish, pepper, and fruit tomato, and stir it and allow it to cook for like a minute. So you can see that my stew is getting ready. I'll just go ahead and pour in my locust beans. I like to use this locust beans at this point. It adds flavor to the soup. So when you pour in your locust beans, you're just going to stir a little and allow it to cook. At this point, I'm just going to add one seasoning cube and a little salt to taste. Remember, you also have some seasoning cubes and salt in your stock, like the fish water, so you don't need to put much of it so you don't over you know what I mean. So just cover it and allow it to cook. Then this is it. Like after a minute or two, everywhere is looking yummy, So while everywhere is boiling like this, pour in your kpomo and the stock water together. Stir it and allow the stew to enter the kpomo very well. Allow it to cook for, let's say, 1 minute. Yes, because everywhere is still boiling, so everything will cook at the same time when you pour in your stock and all that, since the water is not really much. Remember to stir after pouring your stock into the stew. Then allow it to cook a little bit and come back and check what is going on there. Okay, let's check. Oh my god, can you see that? So at this point, you can pour in your smoked fish. I'm going to pour in my smoked fish and stir it for everything to mix together. Why I'm cooking everything like this, because I want the stew to go into the kpomo and the fish. It's not just about steaming. So your soup has to enter, everywhere, so that when you are chewing all those kpomo and fish, or if you use meat or anything, you can feel the taste. So I'm pouring in my leaf now. After squeezing it and all that, you have to add some cold water to it so that you're able to squeeze. My hand has suffered. So you just pour in your leaf and stir it. Mix everything very well. Yes, because you don't want part of the leaf to have taste and part of it doesn't have taste. So you mix everything very well. Then allow it to cook for like few seconds, because I don't want my leaf to lose its color. Green leaf will now turn to black. So I'll cook it for few seconds and then bring it down. Oh my god, this is my end product. You can choose to eat it with semo or any swallow of your choice. Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe.